Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Hopping on here to just make another update and talk about something that has come across my YouTube feed. This post was by Fox News, and let me just show you it real quick. I'm not a I'm not a news outlet person. I don't care for some of the stuff, but I do pay attention to some headlines because headlines tend to move markets, and in some ways that can be beneficial for if you're going to buy something or sell something off. But um, Fox News a couple days ago posted this, and I thought it was kind of relevant to what I'm trying to do for my kids and their future. It says music legend Sting says he will not leave a massive fortune to his children, arguing that it's a form of abuse to tell children you don't have to work. Now, some of this I in some degree to some degree I can get on board with. We should be, as parents, teaching our kids that work is a part of life. We are designed to work. Um, God intends for us to work, and um, I'm pretty sure the Bible talks about like if you don't work, you don't eat. Okay, work is part of our design, and I think he's right here. Um, you shouldn't you shouldn't really just give your children money and leave them be and go do your thing. Hopefully as you're raising your kids you're teaching them a work ethic, and that's what we're aiming to do. That's what I try to do with my kids, especially with running a small business, is we want to teach them that work is good. It was originally good, and there's good to come from it. It gives you a sense of purpose. It can give value to your life, and it's a means by which we live and survive and uh, you know bless other people and serve other people, is even through our work that can be accomplished. So just something that was interesting to see. I think he's right here. I don't know if it's considered a form of abuse. I think he's thinking uh, too much into it, and maybe uh, painting something on it that probably might be irrelevant. I don't think it's a form of abuse necessarily. But Sting is a very well-known artist. He's legendary, as some would say. So he has a lot of money. But it's true. I mean, for him to simply just hand over, all of his money after he passes away, and without his children understanding, uh, you know, how important work is, or at least having an established identity and who they are and what they're meant to do in life. Yeah, that could be dangerous for them. I was reading in Proverbs actually. Um, it was Proverbs 13:11. It says, "Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it." And then, interesting, interestingly enough, across the way for Proverbs 22, which is what I'm kind of grounding my YouTube channel off of, it says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the sinner's wealth is laid up for the righteous." And when you look into some of the side notes that it has in my Bible, it talks about the righteous end up being those who give to the needy and the poor and the less fortunate. So it's not that we're, at least on this channel, I'm not trying to get rich quick. I want to build something up so that when I do leave something behind for my kids, it's not purposeless. There's a reason for why they have, a financial launch pad, if you will, whether it's to start a business or to learn how to use that money in a way that not only provides for them and their family, but um, lends itself to those who are, you know, who are in need. So that's what I want to try and do for my children. So yeah, it was interesting to see this post, and I said I kind of want to just talk about it briefly. So interesting. I'm on board with where he's at, but it would be great for him, and maybe he did in this interview or however they got this quote from him. If he went a little bit deeper, which I'm sure he did, I just don't want to look into it. I don't care for it, but interesting. Um, and if you're interested, this is the. Let me just bring up what I use for my channel. This is a system by Paycheck to Portfolio. We kind of uh, have sort of changed it for our circumstance. Sean over at Paycheck to Portfolio teaches to use margin, which we do use margin. We just use it very cautiously. However, we've thrown a credit card into this whole system, and the only reason why we do that is because we get a cash reward back that which feeds back into our income stream, and it goes back into our large portfolio. Our portfolio gives out dividends. The dividends that we receive help build out our children's portfolio, which eventually will produce dividends that give back to the large portfolio. And as the dividends go into our kids' portfolio, they're gaining and receiving assets for their financial future that they're going to hold on to for the rest of their lives or sell off however they see fit once they turn 18. The other portion of what our dividends go to is paying down part of our credit card. And using our credit card allows us to get cash rewards that feeds back into our income, which feeds back into our large portfolio. So it's this cycle, right, that feeds on itself so long as we are bringing income to the table for this whole system. So, um, and then let me show you real quick uh, where we are at with the kids' portfolio. Um, I'll make a video next week, but you can see here that we have gotten dividends for the week because we have a couple of high yield. This is actually ultra high yield um, ETFs that pay out weekly. We use those ETFs cautiously. We're not going heavy into those, but it's nice to have, some of your capital coming back to pay down credit card usage or allocate it to um, other circumstances for your situation. So this is what we got this week, and then we actually have cash rewards coming in the next few days. We'll add to that, and then I'll make a video of what I'm gonna buy for our kids' portfolio. But just to show you, like this is what we got this week for holding these ultra high yield ETFs. Most of it is return of capital, so it is our money kind of just being given back to us, but it's not given back to us in a way that we're just instantly eating away at what's available. It's kind of being slowly handed back to us. And at some point, those high yield ETFs will rally and they'll jump back up past our um, um, the initial price that we bought them at. So once if we choose to sell them off, we'll make a profit off of that. But we'll hold on to it for now um, until I start school, and then I'll start reorganizing our portfolio in a way that we're not having to use high yield ETFs. So, but that's that. Just want to hop on here, make a quick video, talk about what I saw regarding Sting's comment posted by Fox News. But yeah, let's try to keep the mindset of look, we're doing this for a future for our kids, and that's what my mindset is. Okay, so all right, you guys have a happy Friday, have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.